welcome back. You're watching the WSL post show here at the Vans US Open of Surfing. We've crowned champions, mainly the junior men, the junior women, those guys doing battle for the title here at Huntington Beach. And this is such a crucial event. We've got so much on the line, including all of that glory that comes along with this event. I mean, you couldn't imagine the stage that these juniors are on, competing in front of this crowd, rubbing shoulders, you know, with their heroes in the competitors area.
I think it's their first time that you're going to have this type of experience. I mean, we did have a back-to-back win from Caroline Marks here. This is the highlights of this event throughout the day, but it is a big stage. You can see that it's emotionally draining because you have not only your family here, but you've got all your sponsors, you've got all of your peers watching, you know, the Globe on the web and on CBS Sports Network, and also on the pier. So it's like, it's a constant feeling of just being under the microscope, and it's draining, you know, and even walking up and down the beach can be a challenge with so much fan base on there as well.
It's great to see the relief kind of in the face of the winner when they get up on the glass. You know, they're on the interview glass, the post heat, and you know, that feeling of winning, it's so great to share that with all these athletes. I mean, it is so good to get to carry that energy right out over, you know, to us in that moment and let them enjoy it. Caroline, 14 points, there it is.
Well,
you mentioned win a lot of heats.
You mentioned Caroline Marks last year, same position on the podium, taking away her second consecutive win. And just something interesting to note, I mean, the past junior champions have gone on to, you know, become part of the CT, the World Championship Tour. So what a stepping stone. It's such a foreshadowing of the future for those ladies that stand on top of that podium. The men also hit the water, and it was another cracker of a final.
Yeah, this kid right here, you know, all of them could have won the final. They all made it here for a reason. But this young man, a lot of like just senior power. Like the guy, like looks like he's a vet already. He surfs strong. He's got a good build. Throws a lot of spray. But Nolan was wanting it too.
Yeah, you could see it. He was carrying a lot of energy. This is talking about Nolan Raposa. But you're right. Everyone had a shot. They actually some of them had a piece of it. I mean, Yuri had the heat pretty much locked in for about 3/4 of it. You saw the patience being held by Luis Diaz, having that 6.5 all the way in the beginning of the heat, but then was able to find the best way of the entire event, for the entire final, in 8.33, and that really is kind of the separation that was created for him.
Well, this guy right here, Jake Marshall, you know, he got a good score on that wave right
8.73. Sorry,
yeah, that was the highest wave, but just under the required mark. And that young man right there from the Canary Islands getting cheered up the beach by his brethren, the Spanish brethren. The whole crew just got behind him. Everybody was so stoked to see him win.
Well, just something interesting to note too. I mean, Luis Diaz obviously from the Canary Islands, Yuji Morei from Japan, and then the two North American surfers there mixing it up. But this event for those rankings, the North American rankings for the WSL World Junior Championships that's going to take place in January. I mean, Peter, that is so important, these points that these guys take away. It
is. This is event number 3 for the North America Tour. You know, again, the top 4 are going to be invited to the World Junior Championships in Kiama, which is in New South Wales. You've got 36 surfers in the men's. You're going to have 18, and they're able to surf the exact same format as the Championship Tour event would be. So they're going to have the 3-man first heats. They're going to be able to advance on, and they'll basically be feeling out exactly how the Championship Tour works.
So that last screen that we saw was top 2 for the women. This is top 4 for the men. And the reality is, you win that contest, you're very likely to be seeing yourself on into the World Tour just because of the confidence and really the experience you're getting out there on that stage. These guys are getting groomed to be on that stage with the format, the way that they set it up. It's exactly the same thing as being out on the World Tour.
And also, just to take a note too, that champion will be seeded into the QS 10,000s going forward. So they could actually fast track. You know, a junior could win that junior championship, not even be on the QS yet, able to get a spot on that QS 10,000 roster to get yourself an opportunity in 1 year to be able to get yourself onto the Championship Tour. So again, it's a lot on the line for that World Junior Championships, and it's pretty cool to have that ability to be able to fast track into the CT.
Massive opportunity. We just learned where the WSL World Junior Championships is going to take place. It's going to take place next year in January in Australia. Let's find out more about that venue.
The stunning New South Wales coastline is synonymous with good waves, amazing beaches, and stunning landmarks. The World Surf League is proud to announce the 2017 World Junior Championships will be held in Kiama, on the south coast of New South Wales, just an hour and a half south of the relaxed capital of Sydney. The picturesque town of Kiama is blessed with abundant beach, point, and reef breaks, laid-back coastal culture, and is the ideal venue to showcase the world's best junior surfers. The event will be held in the Australian summer from January 4th to the 13th, with full coverage on worldsurfleague.com.
Well, there you have it. That's where these juniors will be competing. You mentioned what's at stake for them. I mean, a world junior title, that means so much to these surfers. That's what they all have their eye on, and that's going to be happening in January of 2017.
I mean, I kind of want to go call that.
I was just going to say, I'll raise my hand as well.
It looks so fun, not just because of the surfers and how good they're going to be surfing, but how beautiful the area looked. I mean, it just made me want to go. The little tourism commercial right there for Sydney and the beaches around the town. I mean, I love Australia. I'm in.
You're putting us... Well, we cannot wait to see the rest of the event that unfold that we have here at the Vans US Open of Surfing. We've whittled it down to the quarterfinals. We're going to have a look at some of those matchups that we have to look forward to here at the Vans US Open of Surfing.